We all know William Shakespeare, the most famous author of all time. But what if I told you Shakespeare never wrote a single word?
Cells, all listening to the writings of one man, the ideas of one man. That's power, Robert!
Since when did words ever win a kingdom?
Leave that to me.
There's so many intriguing elements about this, Edward de Vere, Shakespeare story. What made it be something that you wanted to film? What was the most exciting part about this for you?
For me, the movie has like a underlying theme, which is a very, very interesting one for me. Is the pen mightier than the sword? And at the end, it seems like it's a tragic ending, but at the very, very end, we, as today people, know that actually the pen, triumphed over them all. My
high school English teacher had taught us all about this, about Edward de Vere, and she was a hardcore anti-Stratfordian. So, do you see yourself getting any negative feedback from these diehard Shakespeare fans?
Well, there is some sort of a religious war going on out there, which I try not to be part of, because I think, everybody should believe what they want to believe, and but I think it's important, to tell people that there is a problem with The Man from Stratford, that it's not like this home run, what like some, professors want you to believe. So in a way, I really believe Shakespeare matters after 400 years, and I hope that my movie is part of interests kind of people to go out there and see Shakespeare plays.
You photograph Elizabethan England in a way I think that most people have never seen before, particularly these sweeping vistas, and the production design is very, very good. Can you talk about filming that element, especially some of these beautiful overshots of London?
Well, we went to great lengths, to recreate, London in the computer, which I always wanted to, because I always saw to open up this film and show actually London how it really looked, and when you want to really show a city, you have to show it from the air, and I always kind of thought to myself, why not, making helicopter shots in a period film? It's and so the idea was born very early. First we want to do it with models, and then luckily now we can do things like this with the computer.
A lot of your films have these tremendous ensemble casts, and this one is exactly the same as well, because there's really a lot of characters, they're younger and they're older. Can you talk about casting all these people, and particularly Rhys?
Well, I love, just stories with a lot of characters. It's just my taste, and in this one, it was quite interesting. We cast it for 9 months, and I think I met every actor in England, or it feels at least like that. And one of them was Rhys Ifans, and when Rhys came in to meet with me, he had not known. No actor was told for what part, and he kind of thought, that he has to. He's up for William Shakespeare, who's a little bit the fool in our character. And I always then asked, every actor, so what do you want to play? And he said, without hesitation, Oxford. I want to play Oxford. And then I asked him, so why? And then he gave me maybe for 20, 30 minutes. This whole speech about why he thinks he can do a good job at it, because he understands this man, and he was absolutely right. And from that moment on, there was just Rhys Ifans, and whenever I thought about Oxford, it was Rhys Ifans, and now he is my Oxford.